Is your email inbox full of emails you want to read, but don't have time? They're not urgent, they're not junk, but they keep piling up. You plan to read them all, eventually. Do you remember how nice it felt when your mom or dad read to you? You didn't have to focus on the words. You could just listen, and your brain filled in the meaning. What if I told you that same calm, focused listening is something you can bring back into your everyday workflow? That's why I use Read Aloud in Microsoft Word, Outlook Classic, and Microsoft Edge. Hi, my name is Trinh, and welcome to Accessibility for Productivity. In this channel, you'll find that accessibility tools are not for accommodations, they're for anyone who wants to improve their productivity. Today, we're going to take a look at Read Aloud. This is a feature that uses Microsoft's natural sounding voices. So the voices sound human, not robotic. And when you start listening instead of reading, everything changes. Before I show you Read Aloud, I want to answer some specific questions. Specifically, why not just use Microsoft Narrator? Microsoft Narrator is a screen reader. It's meant to be always on. It's very powerful. You can read your entire screen, including the operating system, the start button, the menu items, etc. Read Aloud is on demand. I use it when I want to read a document, an email, or a web page. It gives me flexibility so I can stay in my workflow. This additional flexibility allows me to move in and out quickly, whereas Microsoft Narrator is always on. Two different use cases, but two great tools. Now that I showed you why I use Read Aloud, now let me show you how. Okay, now let's take a look at Read Aloud in action. Here, with the Windows 11, I will select Microsoft Word. But instead of reading this to you, I will use Read Aloud. I right-click and choose Read Aloud.
On screen, Microsoft Word document. One of the most powerful ways I use Read Aloud is in Microsoft Word. After I write something, an article, an email, even a script, I don't just reread it. I listen to it. Right-click Read Aloud. When Word reads my document back to me, I instantly catch typos, missing words, awkward phrasing. Things my eyes completely miss become obvious when I hear them. And because the voice sounds natural, it feels like someone else is reviewing my work.
I absolutely love Read Aloud in Word. It's a totally different experience when your documents are read to you. It's like proofreading, but on another level. Also, if you're a non-native English speaker, use Read Aloud to proofread your work and double-check the grammar. Alright, now let's move on to Microsoft Outlook. Now that you see how I use Read Aloud in Microsoft Word, let me show you in Microsoft Outlook Classic. Now, the new Outlook does not support Read Aloud, so I'm going to use Outlook Classic. Like many of you, I get important emails with lots of content and information, but instead of reading the email, I like having the email read to me. So I right-click and choose Read Aloud.
Gemini activity and your choices.
You know, while I do like this, I find that I need it to read a little faster. So let me increase the speed here.
Your chats, what you share with Gemini, like files, videos, screens, and photos, audio, transcripts, and recordings of your Gemini Live interactions.
As you can see, Read Aloud can be very powerful. You can speed up the speed to your liking. And I like to use Read Aloud when I'm tired, multitasking, or if the email, like this one, is a lot. So the next time you have a lot of email and you're too tired to read it, try using Read Aloud and have the email read to you. The last app I want to use Read Aloud with is Microsoft Edge, the web browser. Now this is for those of you who like to read headlines, but not the article, because now you can have the article read to you. So I'll right-click, I select More Tools, and there's where you'll find Read Aloud.
Today Microsoft, NVIDIA, and Anthropic announced new
Now by default, the voice is very robotic, but luckily, Microsoft has included many voices for you to choose from. And I'm going to choose a natural voice. Ava is my favorite, and I can also control the speed.
Strategic partnerships. Anthropic is scaling its rapidly growing Claude AI model on Microsoft Azure, powered by NVIDIA, which will broaden access.
So if you're somebody who likes to listen to music, this is for you. For me, I'll grab a cup of coffee, open a blog page, and have Read Aloud read to me. And if I hear something important, I stop, I focus, and I read the article. This is a great way to really increase your productivity when you're simply browsing. And that is how I use Read Aloud in Microsoft Edge. If you struggle with focusing, have eye fatigue, want better proofreading, or just want a calmer way to work, Read Aloud is built into the tools you use every day. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe to Accessibility for Productivity. And tell me, what do you want read aloud to you at work? If you know any other accessibility tools that help you in your workflow, please leave a comment below. See you in the next episode.